Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're talking about a new project that caught my eye, and I thought I have to make a video about this because it's so interesting and it's based on one of my favorite aspects of DeFi, Curve. Today we're going to talk about Conic Finance, and for those of you who don't know, this is a project that recently launched their main product, Omnipools, on the Ethereum network. And today what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you kind of what it is, how it works, and why I think it's interesting, basically. So let me just show you. Let's go straight to their website. They have similarly got a theme, just like Curve did with their kind of retro looking site, and I think it's fantastic. Theirs has kind of a retro Mac looking view, and essentially Conic Finance is a way to diversify exposure across multiple Curve pools. And essentially what you can do is you can use Conic's Omnipools. And what an Omnipool is, it's just a pool in which a user can deposit one single asset. And what happens is that that asset gets distributed across a variety of Curve pools. Currently, they only support 3 stablecoins with Frax, USDC, and DAI. And you can see currently here, if you click on this, you'll be able to see kind of where your asset is going. So for example, Frax, you can click on the view Curve pool distribution, and you'll be able to see that this is going to the Frax USDC pool, GUSD in the Frax base pool, and the Frax 3 Curve pool. And then you can see that this is the distribution, but also if you were to click on any of the other pools, you'll have a similar distribution here, so you can see that directly here as well. And how do all of these work? Well, these pools are kind of voted for, and this is done by the voted locked Conic holders. So Conic have their governance token, and their governance token plays a key role in determining which Curve pools are selected for their Omnipools. And I think because of that, especially when new protocols and new products are added, I think that there will be some sort of Conic wars where either protocols will try to bribe, or there will be some sort of incentive for protocols to accumulate as much Conic as possible so that they can vote for their own pools. Now, we've seen this time and time again in DeFi, especially with Curve and Frax, Convex, and many of the other players in the Curve wars. And I think Conic just has brought another level to it, really. And that's why I'm kind of excited for it as well. You can have a read of their docs and kind of understand a little bit more about how their Omnipools work. And you can read a little bit about the Conic token. I'm not going to go into much detail about the Conic token today. If you want, I can. What I'll talk about a little bit more is the liquidity allocation vote. And this is essentially what happens every 2 weeks. So in a liquidity allocation vote, these voted locked Conic holders can vote on a new Curve pool weight for each Omnipool. And the weight of the Curve pool determines how much of the Omnipool's liquidity the Curve pool will receive. So essentially, more votes means a higher weight, which means more liquidity will go there. And that's pretty important because, as I mentioned, if there's a new protocol that wants to get more liquidity, well, it can do so directly via Conic, because there will be so many users who will deposit, Frax, USDC, DAI, and you might want to get those assets into your own protocol. And you can do that if you bribe them or if you vote directly with Conic. So I think it's pretty interesting. Who knows, maybe Conic will integrate with Hidden Hand by Redacted. I think that would be pretty cool for both parties, really. But yes, this is pretty much the system that we have. I hope that made sense. If it doesn't, then just let me know. I'll try and explain it in a bit more detail. Like I said, we're not going to talk about the Conic token today, but yeah, that's pretty much how Conic works. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, look, we're just going to take a quick look. Look at Frax. Look how many different pools there are for Frax. Now, if you wanted to own Frax and you wanted to kind of gain some exposure to a variety of these pools, then again, you would probably use something like Conic as well. And at the moment, they are paying very, very nicely. I'm sure you saw when I clicked on this before. Look at the APRs, 29%, 28%. 28%. Now, of course, a lot of this is coming from liquidity rewards via Conic, so please bear that in mind. But I still think, pretty high APRs for the time being. And they've got quite a high TVL already, 7 million DAI here, 35 million almost there, and 4 million there. You're talking almost $45 million of TVL. And this just came out a couple of days ago. So Conic is pretty interesting. They have also tweeted something regarding bribes on Votium. So that's pretty exciting as well. Let's see kind of what they come up with in the near future. I'm excited to see what Conic brings to the curve wars. I did make a tweet about it as well, so go check that out. Follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter and try and create as many threads as possible to try and educate and kind of explore the crazy world of DeFi. So that's what I've got for you today. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more videos about Curve and the Curve Wars, then let me know in the comment section below. I'll be back with more videos pretty soon.